Hello, so this is Audre Lorde, the second one in my Rainbow Pride series, and obviously the color orange. And I'm actually painting with a very bright neon orange here, which the camera is oddly enough not picking up. And I did this actually back in maybe 2020, 2021, 2022 at the latest. I'm not sure. Oh, and you're actually going to see here me get rather a little upset because I actually there you can see a black outline around the main subject, Audre Lorde, and I got a V5 pilot pen that was supposed to be, I got it specifically because it was supposed to be waterproof, and it turns out it wasn't waterproof at all. It was nowhere near waterproof, sadly and terribly, and it ended up ruining this artwork. Yep, and there I am dabbing it. Yep, and I got really irate, and rightfully so, because I shelled out, for me, quite a significant amount of money, I mean, for me personally. And I bought a whole pile of these pens because I believe the ratings on Amazon, and the company said that they were waterproof, and they were you'll see here, yep, right there. They were not waterproof. They were not waterproof at all whatsoever, as you'll see more of in this video. And so I ended up having to go through and try to wipe out or erase as much of that pen as I possibly could, and it still ends up tainting and marring all of the colors that I use for all of the backgrounds in all of these pieces, because I ended up tracing and doing an outline for all the rest of my pieces that I was going to do for the Rainbow Pride Month, and it ruined all of them. So I'm really upset about that. I've been having quite a lot of bad luck with stuff like that. So that's very tense and uptight, for me, even now, in the year 2024, watching this and just watching myself struggle. It's really upsetting to me even now. But so far, thankfully, this year, in the year 2024, I started painting on this thing again. This is an old video, very old video. And I started painting on it again, and so far it feels so much better. And it has never felt like this before with art. It's actually healing. And it's not rushed, it's not painful, it's not harried. It's not like a screaming push to like instantly get it done, just get it done fast, get it done immediately. It's not tense. It's actually, so far this year, painting on this thing, it has been the exact opposite with this orange one so far. It's been sane. It's not been insane. And what it actually has been lately, it's been dabbing slight hints, just very slight hints of color, of a tint, of not even really a color onto the page, one slight hint of color at a time. So, and I'm finding out that watercolor is kind of like nature. Nature itself. Watercolor sort of copies nature. I don't know how else to describe it. It's slow, and it slowly fades in, and it builds up till finally it eventually finishes, and it is what it is. It is, the image, the item that it's supposed to be, when it's finally done. And I'm finding out that it's actually good to have less color and to slowly build up the color over time, to slowly figure out what you're painting. In fact, I would even say that watercolor painting, I'm finding out, is for the meek and unsure, even the unpracticed and afraid to screw up, especially since watercolor can to some extent be erased, more or less. So that's what I'm finding out now this year in painting this image. Obviously that isn't coming through on this video at all, and it won't, because I was still very harried and still very trying to get through it all. And I am experimenting with entirely new video techniques, which you'll see in the next video here. It will definitely, the next video isn't a single thing like this top down and side video at all. I'm actually just holding my phone by hand, when I actually filmed this video that you're watching now, I think I actually used my old-fashioned, now old-fashioned, massive, I mean, it wasn't massive at all. It was actually a small, very good camera, but it was a small camera. And I think that's what was going on with the top down and it being so fuzzy. It was having a hard time, focusing and whatnot because of the tip of the paintbrush constantly poking up at the lens. But I do want to say, arguably, I guess, in defense of the camera, my phones are now having trouble with with capturing the main overall image that I'm painting and not like the tip of the paintbrush, which is poking right up at the lens. So there you go. There you go. And the other odd thing, this side camera here, it's capturing the color that I'm actually painting the background in with is a bright, just eye-blinding neon orange, and it's not coming through at all on camera. The side camera here is capturing it a whole lot better than the direct top down camera. The direct top down camera is washing it out entirely to the point where I actually wonder if I actually filmed this with, but it can't possibly be. At the time was my new Samsung phone, which I ended up, it was an old track phone that I ended up having to give up so entirely because track phone ended up screwing me over. But at the time, for me back then, the track phone was new, but usually I wouldn't have filmed the side view with my track phone. I would have filmed that with, I don't know, my overhead, my large camera. I don't know. Anyway, either way, the color is not coming through, and I ended up cutting the video there. So essentially, I finally just cut the video off at the end. So yeah. So anyway, just to try to finish this off, happy Pride Month, happy Rainbow Pride Month. I'm sorry about my voice at the moment. I'm not feeling that great. So sorry if I'm sounding rough and a little sick because I am a little sick. But yeah, so I hope to be able to film the rest of this for the rest of this week and actually get through the other videos here and pray that I manage to do so. Thanks. Bye.